And good Monday morning. We're off to an earlier start watching weather this morning. We have seen extreme thunderstorms roll through the Lauderdale County area in the last little bit. As we begin this morning, we've got several things going on. First, we've got a tornado warning to the southwest of Meridian, Smith County. We'll look at that on radar here in a moment. And it looks as though the National Weather Service is going to continue this tornado warning over the next little bit. It does look like it could wrap. They're not going to drop it just yet. It's a Jasper County. Y'all be ready for this if it comes out of Smith. This is until 5:45 as we look at another 30 minutes on that. We'll update you with everything just to get you a heads up of what's going. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Simpson County. They have canceled the severe thunderstorm warning that was for Jefferson, Davis, and Rankin counties. Those have expired. All right, let's first pull up radar where we can take a look at what's going on first, and then we'll move and look at everything that is happening early this morning. As we go to Meridian Honda radar, this is the situation. There's a strong thunderstorm, and again, there is not a thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale County, but this will be approaching the city limits of Meridian within the next 12 minutes. It should be at Marion in 18 minutes and then on to Tumsuba within 27 minutes. You'll look at this. Extremely heavy rain. We've had this happen several times coming out of Newton this morning, moving across on into Livingston, Alabama. Now, if we'll zoom in on this and show a little bit of our locations of what's happening in Lauderdale County, this is going to be just to the southeast of Goodwater Baptist Church is where this is sitting. This is going to cross about where the split is, run right parallel to the airport, and then across MCC, across Highway 39, and then on out right toward Delwood eventually is where this will go, this thunderstorm rather. No warning with it. Now, just to the south, we just got word just a moment ago that a tornado watch has been issued. Clark County, one of these that is included in this, and this will include Clark, Jasper, which is we're watching very closely next to this tornado warning that has been issued. We get down to Jefferson, Davis, and Marion counties in southwest Mississippi, Covington, Lamar, Forest, and Jones, down around Jones Junior College, also involved in this. Now, this is what's causing it. This is Mr. Nasty this morning. If you live in this southwest corner of Jasper County, heads up. If you live in Taylorsville, be ready. Let's look at this. As the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning until 5:45, as we mentioned. So we've got some 25 minutes remaining on this. 5:05, just a little bit ago, 10 minutes ago, the severe thunderstorm was capable of producing a tornado located near Magee. Now it's moving to the east at 35 miles an hour, half dollar-size hail, and we have gotten that reported of large hail in Magee this morning from homeowners. The storm is going to be near Center Ridge about right now. Taylorsville, you will have this storm within 10 minutes from now. Other locations around Mize is what is expected with this. Let's zoom in on this. This is where she's sitting right now. Here's Taylorsville. And again, all of this area here capable of a tornado warning. As we'll look at this, as they've updated this. And what happened? Yeah, I think we just got this extended, a new tornado warning. All right. We have Clark County. You are now under a tornado warning. If you're watching from Clark County, if you live in this area, make sure to get in touch with somebody who's not paying attention. This is going to be the extreme southwestern corner of Clark County. Here's Shibuda to the west of there. Let's look at this, and then we'll go back and read this. Let's look at our areas that we're looking at. Now, this is Laurel. It's going to be just north of there. But this tiny corner here of Clark County now under a tornado warning. Doesn't mean that if you live in other portions of Clark County that you shouldn't be weather alert, but this is a pretty big nasty. Kayla asked about Enterprise. Heavy rain for Enterprise right now. As we look at this map, let's back out where you can see it. Here sits Enterprise. Due south of there is where the tornado warning is. Here is Pachuta, right there, and this will go over. And let's look at some of the roads and locations where this is in Jasper County, all of this. Now, if you live at Lake Edens, you're just above the line of where the tornado warning is. Barely. You're above it. I wouldn't say ever with these things, these imaginary lines are drawn from the National Weather Service that a half a mile or so is safe. You're below it. Right now we're going to say be on your tippy toes if you live in that area. And this will be just west of where Harmony Baptist Church is as we look at this. Here's Highway 11. Let's zoom in on this. All of this area down here, Heidelberg, you're under a tornado warning this morning. Use extreme caution. Now, again, Shibuya at this point, not included with this. We don't know what the National Weather Service is thinking. They may be thinking that it could die out before it goes further east. They did not throw the entire county. But as we all know, that these can, as they progressively move across, they can start including more portions of a county. And again, at this point, we're looking at the southern portion of Smith, southern portion of Jasper County, and the extreme southwest corner of Clark County, including the northern portion of Jones County, Sandersville included with this. As we go back over here, here's the leading edge. We got two of these. Taylorsville, you are under the gun at this point. Again, this will roll this warning until 6:15 this morning, so it's quite a little while before this expires. All right, let me see here what all we do. Let me see if the National Weather Service, let's let you look at me for just a second here, and let's see if the National Weather Service has updated anything. Jones, Jasper, capable of producing a tornado is located near Taylorsville or 8 miles west of Stringer, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Still no further updates on this. And it was dime-size hail reported in Magee, hail this morning. That was just a little bit ago. Now, we don't have any of that reported at this moment. Let's see what else. That's so far. That's it. Let's go back to radar where you can see what I'm saying. And eventually I'm going to get my other screen put back up to where I don't have to ever take it off radar. Making some adjustments, so to speak, there. Here's our picture this morning. Let's look at this as we do have showers that are headed toward Enterprise. Some heavy rain. Now, this is not a tornado warning, but we want you to remember that it's going to be heavy rain that's going to roll through Rose Hill. It'll be there in 10 minutes, Fellowship by 17, and then on into Enterprise within the next 24 minutes. And it's already flooding there now, but it's going to continue that heavy rain. And this goes right into southwestern Lauderdale County and comes across the city up through Marion, all of these areas here. If you've got to leave, you need to drive extremely slow. This is a very dangerous storm as it comes across. As with anything, as we always say, when they put out this severe weather, if you remember, this is only supposed to be a level 1, which can produce a tornado. This goes to show that these can produce and cause these to be issued. So I don't want anybody ever to think, well, it's a 1, I can just forget anything. This is a prime example of that, of what we've got with that level 1 producing a tornado warning this morning. And again, moving across these southern portions of the county at this point, let's go back down and take a look at what we've got. All right, Taylorsville, you are under the gun now. If you're watching us, Smith County, these areas around Taylorsville, be careful. Also, if you live in this eastern corner of Jasper County, anywhere near 15, take shelter now. This will be at Stringer within 15 minutes. It will arrive there at 5:39. It will be at Lake Como within 23 minutes, Vernon in 27 minutes, and Blue Ridge within 27 minutes. And that's these outer skirts here as it makes it into Jasper County. Right here, we're looking at Taylorsville. Look at the eye of this thing as it comes across here. Again, this is radar indicated. I've got no information that says it's on the ground, but it is radar indicated in the air. These things can drop down at any time and cause damage. We've seen this. Look at Little Rock, what happened to it over the last few days. Clifton, how are you doing this morning? Watching from Harmony. Thank you. We appreciate that. Teresa is up. Lake Eden's watching. Jessica. And again, as I mentioned, Lake Eden's, although it is not under the tornado warning, be on your P's and Q's, so to speak. It is within a half a mile or mile of that imaginary line of where they draw it across from the National Weather Service. Now, as we look at all of this, here's the airport. This is near that airport strip there. This will cross Highway 28. Let's zoom in a little bit. If you're watching there from Taylorsville, those areas, this is going to be crossing right there at Central Street, right across there. Here it is. Here's 28 as it comes across. Now, we're rating this at a 4.7. Can that touch down? It absolutely could. This will come across Fisher Creek in that area. Here's School Street. Just heads up there if you're in that area of Taylorsville, Mississippi this morning. We want you to be well aware of what the weather is doing. Here's 37. Now, this is going to be crossing 531 if you live in that area. Also, 531. Seek your shelter now. Don't wait. Get to your safe place. Stringer, Lake Como, and again, Blue Ridge, all these areas is going to be, as we mentioned, this is almost the same path. Here's the front edge of this storm, and here's the back edge of this as it comes across. And again, Taylorsville under the gun this morning with a tornado warning. And as this, let's look at the big picture here of what we've got. Here is Newton County, if you're trying to get a grip of what we've got. Here's the city of Newton. Here's Decatur. Due south of there, once we get into Jasper County, here's Montrose. No bad weather, some rain there, Lewin as well. As we go to that eastern central portion of the county and we come down and we follow this, right there, this is going to be Highway 503. We got a storm that is getting ready to cross there to Rose Hill within 10 minutes. Y'all will get shook a little bit there as this comes across. Strong thunderstorm. It'll be at Orange in 14 minutes, Fellowship within 18, and then Waterby into that Clark County area in 20 minutes, and within 25 sitting on Stonewall and also Enterprise. Let's look at that big picture there, how this comes across. That's at 25-minute mark coming into southern Lauderdale County also. Now, as you'll see, we've got another storm indicator that is just due north of Enterprise right now that's going to make its way into southern Lauderdale County and will cross Highway 19 right along in here. Look at the rain that is coming up. Let's turn this back on and look at this. Pouring rain there in southern Lauderdale County as we look at this. This is going to be right out by Greg's Fireworks there, 145. The Evangel Temple sits about right there, just due south of there, 145. This stretches across from right here. This is going to be Valley Road. If you live in the Valley Road area, can't hardly see that two-lane road. And this goes all the way down into the Clarkdale Superette, there where the high school is. And then we get into Clark County, and we've got this storm that is coming out of Jasper County. We'll cut right across there, across where the cemetery is at Pine Hill Cemetery, in between Enterprise and Stonewall on 513, then cross 14, and then come right out at Mathis Peaches in about 30 minutes is where that is headed. Now, again, this is not a warned area. Doesn't change the fact it's flooding, doesn't it? If you live there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is shaking and rattling the walls of your home at this point. As we go into southern Clark County here around Jay's Taxidermy, about 50 feet from Jay's driveway. It's pretty heavy rain right now. And again, this comes all the way out if you were to follow Highway 18, if you're headed toward Jasper County there, toward Pachuta. Heavy rain there on that two-lane road as we look at this. Carmichael, y'all going to get some rain. It's just due north of Shibuya. This is the Mr. Nasty area as we watch this. And again, this is a tornado warning until 6:15. Let me turn this back. I turned off my little arrow thing, didn't I? All right, here's something that we want to pay attention with. Now, as we'll remember last week when this stuff rolled through Lauderdale County and we did not have any tornado warnings. Y'all remember that? But we had half the town torn up with wind. Y'all remember all of that? Right here, we get another one of these this morning. Here's Soso, Mississippi. If you live in that area south of Taylorsville, we're picking up winds this morning of about 58 miles an hour. Here's Mississippi Highway 28 right here. This is going to be southwest of there. Here's Highway 529. We go over here. Here's the Leaf River. Let's move into this as we look at this. Here's Harper Cemetery, due south of Center Ridge Cemetery. Head Start Road. This is going to be right there. If I'm reading that, Old Palestine Church Road, we're picking up these winds. And again, this never means 100% that it's on the ground, but it does indicate, as we saw last week together, when these are in the air, we normally get trees down, we lose some power. Doesn't always happen, but 9 out of 10 times, every time that this has ever come up on radar, doing this weather for as many years as I've done, there's some form of limbs, something that happens. So we want you to pay very close attention to this. This is Jones County is where this is. Here's Sandersonsville. Here's Taylorsville. It's due south of there if you're watching us this morning. And we want you to get to your safe place. I don't care whether there's a tornado warning here or not. As we talked about those imaginary lines right up here. Right here's Lake Eden. See that imaginary line? This is an imaginary line, and this is right on the edge, right across that. So we're going to call this, you need to be where you need to be quickly. Do not waste time if you're anywhere around here in the Soso area south of Taylorsville. This storm making its way across Taylorsville, you're going to get another round of these storms within 8 minutes if you're watching that. 19 minutes at Soso, Mississippi, right there. This is due west of you is where we're watching these storms develop now. Again, this is to the south of that. Here's Heidelberg. Let's go back up here and look at what we've got going on just across this line at Paulding, Mississippi. Here's Lake Edens on the northwest side of Lake Edens. We got another nasty storm that's making its way right towards Stonewall. This should be coming your way within 21 minutes. In Enterprise, you'll get it within 60 seconds following that as it comes across there. That's this. This is a mile-wide path right here where it starts out. Look how this fans out this area here, from Clarko State Park all the way right up here. And then as you'll look at this bullseye on the end of this, in about 40 minutes is going to be Clarkdale. Y'all will get this. Although it's heavy rain there now, another round of this is coming. Again, this tornado warning is until 6:15 this morning as we watch this. Only the southwest corner of Clark County is involved in this morning. But our friends down in Jasper County, we want y'all to be well aware of what is going on. This is the southern portion, and this is going to cut across right here, Bay Springs at the hospital. The hospital is under the gun on this. You are in this tornado-warned area this morning. Again, there's Paulding, the courthouse just south of there, all of Heidelberg. And again, this is a lot of rural area here, a lot of pine trees in different areas. But y'all know the area better than I do. As we get into this Jasper County, we want everybody to be safe. This damaging pine trees, that's costly. That's a lot of times that's somebody's retirement program. Lord, we don't need that, do we? No, not a bit there. Let me close this. Again, right at the northern tip of Lake Edens this morning, we've got this storm sitting right there. All right, let's back out and update this. This is tells me it's 60 seconds since it is updated. Let's do a fresh update and look at this of what we've got. Let me turn off all these alerts, and all of this is what this is showing up is just telling me that dangerous storm is approaching Enterprise High School. The medium threat for a tornado, it's medium. As you'll look at that, as you get down through here, dangerous storm approaching Pachuta, medium. All of these are medium threats is what this puts us at. Let's turn that off. A lot of times you'll hear in the background when we're talking how my cell phone will ding, 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 and it's all of that letting me know that ahead of these storms that is going on and what the threat is as we look at this. All right, let's update this. We've got another update with as this is in the tornado-warned area here. Here's Mississippi 28. Let's back this out where you can see it. This here is Jasper County. This is going to be Smith County. And this is Jones County. This is right on the line here. Here's Soso. Here's Highway 28. This is nearing right there toward Jasper County. Let's zoom in on this so y'all can see where we're at, what these roads are. This is Craft Road, and it is approaching Craft Road right now. And again, that wind speed of this is 58 miles an hour. And this circle, to give you an idea, is 1 mile wide. Is what we're looking at as it comes across here. Craft Road, y'all be in your safe places. We watch these winds. This doesn't mean that this is a tornado, but it does mean that it does have shear winds and it could do damage to where you are and what you're doing in there. County Road 71, these areas here as you get into Jasper County. Be careful. Night Cemetery, these areas, that's included in this. Now, as we move up, here's where we're watching those winds. We're in Jasper County now. Let's look deep at what's happening here. Here's your tornado-warned area. Here's Highway 18. We go due south to the southwest corner. That's fast approaching this now. Highway 15 area, y'all be ready. This is County Road 10. Here's Edens Cemetery. This is County Road 711. Y'all need to seek shelter now as this storm comes across. This area right here will be reaching Stringer within 6 minutes. If you're in Stringer, get to your safe place now. Blue Ridge, you've got 20 minutes before the storm arrives, and also Vernon within 19 minutes. Now, keep in mind, let's always be honest about these. Can tornadoes and storms outdo what any radar predicts? It certainly can. If you see your cell phone here, could that be, when I mentioned 20 minutes, it's Mother Nature? Can it speed up? Yes. Can it slow down? Yes. It gives us a general idea of how long we've got before it arrives. This is always pretty close, but always to be on the precautious side. Keep in mind that it can speed up, it can slow down. Your safety is what is most important to all of this. We don't want any damage on this. This nasty down here is just not stopping as we look at this. Still putting out about 58 mile an hour winds with this as shear winds as it comes across. Now, as we'll call Taylorsville now, safe. The storm has passed over the city limits of Taylorsville. All is good. We do have some rain back here in Georgetown, making its way toward Mendenhall. Another round of rain will come across Magee. As we look at Lauderdale County, eastern Lauderdale County now getting the worst of what we have in rain. This will follow the Evangel Temple area right toward the Clark County line. When you cross where Mathis Peaches is. I said that wrong. Peaches is. That didn't sound right, did it? Peaches. Let me read. It's kind of early. I'm halfway awake. I hadn't had all my coffee. I'm getting there. Good morning, Bree. Glad to see you're up with us there. Quitman. Quitman right now, not under anything other than Greg as we look at this heavy rain. It's going to be a tough, slow ride there. If you come to work from Meridian or vice versa, go to Quitman for work, y'all drive slower. If you can, call ahead and let them know that you might be a few minutes late for work this morning if you have to be there at 6. Both hands on the steering wheel this morning. This is not a time anywhere here in Clark County to drive one-handed or on eastern side of Lauderdale County. Now, y'all be careful just because the rain is lightening up some in between Meridian and Newton. Watch that. That road is horrendous. One day it'll be without dips of holding water, but we're not there yet. As we go into Kemper County and look at this, most of the rain on the west side clear. All of Neshoba County clear now of rain. Y'all are in the good. We look at our friends over in Livingston, Alabama, pouring on y'all, as well as York, Alabama, as you get into where all these locations are. Cuba, be careful right there. As we look at McElroy Trucking, University of West Alabama, still raining hard. The further east you go, y'all are going to have this storm that is leaving Lauderdale County coming across, joining y'all in the next little bit. No major updates down here with this tornado. It's slowly going. Now, let me check here and see what the National Weather Service, if they're giving us anything. Clark, Jasper, Jones, Smith, until 6:15, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Stringer, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. That was 3 minutes ago. So Stringer in the air, radar indicated above you. We want you to be careful in those areas this morning. Smith County, the tornado warning has expired for Smith County. As we mentioned, that everything is good there now if you're in Taylorsville, already across. Now, I have not gotten any damage reports from any of these areas just yet. So with this, wind always causes havoc. We all know that. Let's be careful as we watch this. We got to be in these areas here. Let's see here at 5:20. That was a few minutes ago. Yeah, that's old news there. We're watching this near Stringer now is where we are with all this information as we watch this. All right, we got more winds down here. Let's go back and pull this up. We're watching here. Jasper County, y'all pay close attention there at the Jones County line. We've got one of these that is producing, they're just about the same as we got two different cells producing a lot of wind. This is Highway 533. Let's look at this. Here's Highway 15 right there at the Jones Jasper County line as we follow this from County Road 8. Anybody know where we're at? All right, y'all see Mr. Nasty pop up right here? This is going to cross Highway 15 as we look at this. Pay close attention, seek shelter if you're any of these places that I'm visiting to announce. Matthews, Moss, Bonner, Haney, Markwood, Heidelberg. It will be there in 23 minutes, and Valsburg within 28 minutes. You need to seek shelter now as we watch this. Has sheer winds of 70 miles an hour at 69. That's a close to 70. Let's just up that 1 mile. 70 miles an hour as we look at this. There's 15. Here's Highway 537. All of this headed in that direction. Let's back this out where you can get a bird's eye view of what's happening here. Let's turn this off where you can see. Now, again, this will affect, if you're here, Soso, Mississippi is to the northwest of there. Right there at the Jasper County line, Jones County line is where this tornado is wreaking havoc this morning. Lots of wind coming up in that northern portion. Right there on that county line. We'll go back into this. This will affect southwestern Clark County. If you're watching us, it's pouring in Clark County. Most of it there, the central portion, all the way over to the east side of the county there at Shiloh. But right here is our concern. Now, this could include later if they extend this. We don't know. But it's pretty healthy right now as we look at this. And Jasper County. Heidelberg, y'all need to be on your best behavior and be in your safe place now as we look at this. Anywhere, Sandersville in Jones County. If you're watching us in the northern portion of that county, please seek shelter now. Don't wait on this to arrive at your home. All right, let's look at this. Here's 15. Again, this is Jones County right here, this cluster where it joins into Jasper County. Let's look at this shear wind rate here at Highway 15, 15 miles an hour, 58 mile an hour shear winds as we zoom in on this storm. This is Highway 15. This is going to be Spring Hill Road, right there where that intersects with Highway 15. Seek shelter anywhere near or east of there. As we come back up, Highway 15, Jasper County. If you live in southern Jasper County, Highway 537. If you're Highway 15, County Road 8. Seek shelter now. Get to your safe place. County Road 8 again as we look at this. Highway 537. All of these areas are in the bullseye of what's going on with these storms. We're showing that we have 58 mile an hour shear winds. And let's look at this. Here's County Road 8. This is coming up on County Road, if I'm not mistaken, 85. D. Wilhorn Road, if I'm reading that right, there in Jasper. And then as it comes into Jasper County is County Road 86. As we look at Jones County, that's where it turns into D. Wilhorn Road. Those areas there, seek your shelter now. Right here at Roy Valley Church. This is going to be on A.Z. Pittis Road. This will be at Moss, Mississippi, within 6 minutes. A lot of wind involved with this storm as it comes across, watching those shear winds. And right there near Pleasant Home Road. And again, right here is Jones County. This is Jasper County. Here's Highway 533. It's going to be due east of there as it makes its way toward County Road 8. Shear winds of 70 miles an hour. They're rating this right at a 5 when it comes to the tornadic. That's middle of the road. On a scale of 1 to 10, they're rating this at a 5. That does not mean it cannot touch down. It does not mean that it cannot cause damage. It can. That is very nasty area. Let's back this out. And again, this is the southwestern corner here. Still, they've dropped it. Smith County is out of this. Clark County still involved in this, the west side of the county, as we follow this storm this morning. Heidelberg is the ultimate place that this storm is headed for. If you live in and around Heidelberg, anywhere west back to the county line there in Jasper County, seek your shelter now. Roughly another 30 minutes remaining on this tornado warning as we watch this. A lot of wind, a lot of damage involved going on with this could occur from these storms. To our knowledge, we have not gotten any damage reports at this time. Still scary if you're living there. Sirens going off in Enterprise right now. And again, most likely in Clark County, they have the system set up also to where when one alarm goes off for the county, it goes off for the entire county. It's why that is happening in Enterprise. Let me see here. Let me go back over. Buses are going to be running late. There's a good chance of that, Joanne. You're right. Sirens and Quitman. And again, that's why. Again, this is one of those to where it goes off for the entire county. I don't want anybody to panic that lives in Quitman because at this point there's been nothing added to this at all. It's right where it was, and here's Quitman sitting here. Now, if this goes past 6:15, this could be a concerned area. But right now, we're going to put it right here. Here's Pachuta. It's due south of Pachuta, this tornado warning there. Highway 11, you're included in this. As you can see, it's not a lot happening in Clark right now. Heidelberg is the area that we're concerned about. Northern Jones County, pretty rough down there right now. Highway 515, this entire area, as it moves northeasterly toward Heidelberg. Take your cover now. Sandersville. All of these areas. Let's see if our winds have changed. And we're still picking up 58. Right there, we are picking up 81 mile an hour winds. And let's zoom in and take a look at where we are on this and give you an indication. This is right on Jasper County line. Here's Highway 537. County Road 5379 is just due south of you. Doesn't mean that doesn't have that wind right there. It's close. 537 as we move in this. And let's look at this. Now, this is Jasper County. County Road 23. Y'all need to take cover now. County Road 2311. County Road 237, County Road 233, and also County Road 2371. If you live in those areas, be in your safe place now. And this will also, if you live on County Road 537, if you live anywhere near the Victory Missionary Baptist Church, seek shelter now. Let's go a little further east of here. Pleasant Grove Church, on Highway 537, seek shelter now. Be in your safe place. And this ultimately is headed for this County Road 31. You've got a few more minutes here, but it won't be long as it comes across and makes its way directly toward you in Heidelberg, all of this area there. This will pass through Heidelberg in the next 20 minutes or so. Let's look and see what that path is. 22 minutes. I was close on doing the guess mark, but 22 minutes, Heidelberg. You've got a little bit of time to get to your shelter. Now, as you'll see this is coming into Clark County. This will be arriving in Clark County around County Road 250 and also County Road 210 is where this will cross in there. And these areas here still involved in this. Good water. Y'all are involved in this tornado warning at this area right now. So get that. Newton, somebody had me ask about Newton. Let's go here and take a look here. Let's pull this up. Newton looks good at this point. All this is going to be south of Newton. Let's turn these off where everybody can see a little bit better there. Newton will be fine. Chunky Decatur, all of that, this is passing, going to be due south of there and across. And again, this is a tornado watch that was issued for this area this morning. Kind of surprised as it came about, and it's going to last until 11 a.m. today in these areas here. They put a little bit of time on that in the southern portion all the way down to Hattiesburg. But as we look at this, Scott County, y'all, a clear little small shower in the northwest portion of the county, light rain in the southern portion of Newton County, heavier rain in western Lauderdale County. Eastern Lauderdale County is dumping buckets of rain. We got hail showing up now. Jasper County, Jones County, there right at the county line. If you live in Bonner or Sandersville, y'all be ready. You're going to have a round of hail coming in the next few moments there. Also, just due south of Heidelberg there, look at the hail there. A lot of that damaging hail going to be passing through the Heidelberg, Stratford Springs area. Keep that in mind as you're planning your morning. Now, hang on, let's go back and let me check and see if the National Weather Service has given us anything new this morning. They're not picking up any debris with this storm as I read the information that's coming out about it. But that does not mean that it cannot, it has similar designs of other tornadoes that have touched down. But at this point, they have not picked up any debris, which is good. Let's see here. Tornado warning, Clark, Jasper, Jones until 6:15. And again, this is nothing new. At 5:49 right now, severe thunderstorm capable producing a tornado was located near Sandersville, 10 miles east of Stringer, moving east at 35 miles an hour. An update of what we've been talking about from the National Weather Service. So nothing new, nothing different on that. Let's go back to radar here. Now, Whitman, just east of you, there's a storm cutting across to the east of there past the city limits. This will go through Lisbon and Butler, Alabama. Y'all be ready to storm as it moves across from the county. And again, downtown Whitman, it is flooding, but no major storms, no warnings issued for that area right now. Dorothy, how are you this morning? Good to see you up also. Jimmy joining us there. Donna Huffmaster White, how are you? Glad to see you up. And puts it just as simple as it can be. My, God's talking to us. He certainly is, isn't he? Clarkdale, just heavy rain at this point. Nothing big going on in the Clarkdale community right now. And again, this storm will stay south of the Clarkdale area. Areas that could be affected by this, Shibuda, Quitman, as it would move easterly. You see how this is moving here? But this is bad right in this area here. Let's go back. Sandersville, if you're in that area, you need to be in your safe place. Heidelberg, all the way up this warned area as we follow this. Just south of Pachuta. Here's 59, Highway 503. Highway 28 is with this Highway 11. All of these intersections in this area, we want you to be in your safe place now. Now, south of 537, let's follow this down. Right here, let's zoom in and look at these roads here, how bad this is. This is going to be County Road 824. This is 537. It's right there at that intersection, 58-mile-an-hour winds. And something to be concerned with as we look at this right here on Highway 537. As we look at this, this is getting a very, very high rating. Anytime you get up to a 7.6, pay attention right here. Definitely going to probably lose some power in these areas here. As we look here, this is a 4.8. This is even a stronger on the front end of that. This will be at Bonner within 12 minutes. See there how quickly that changed? What we were looking at? That is a major concern. That jumped to 7.7 at this point. This will be near Heidelberg in 14 minutes. Goodwater, you'll have this in 27 minutes, and that's crossing into Clark County. Pay attention to that. Natasha, good morning. How are you? What we've got here, and I'll have to locate County Road 8 in Heidelberg. Let's see here. I know we mentioned County Road 8 a little bit ago. Here's Highway 11. Here's South Pine Avenue. Again, I'm learning the area here in Jasper. I don't know it as well as the other portions of this area as I do. Valsburg-Heidelberg Road. Y'all need to be in your safe place. This is directly headed toward this area here around the high school, and the area here. Let me take back high school, but the school road. This area here, Heidelberg, downtown area of Heidelberg. Very, very serious situation here. If you live, what do we have here? Another one of these that are picking up. Serious. This will be at West King in 30 minutes and be at Utica in 14 minutes. Now, again, this is Jones County, just below the line here. There is only a thunderstorm warning for Wayne County, but this storm, as you'll see here, makes its way there. This is moving directly out of Jones County towards Wayne County. Shibuda, y'all heads up. You're not in the warned area at this point, but that could change very shortly from now as we have 15 minutes remaining on the tornado warning for these areas of Jones and Smith County. So it should be east of here, and we'll see what the National Weather Service does in the next few moments. But this is nasty around Sandersville and north of Sandersville, and another line of this following behind it. Very, very serious weather. If you live anywhere north of Laurel, near Sandersville, all the way to the county line, seek your shelter to Heidelberg area. That's that corner we're watching very, very closely there. Enterprise, Harley, all good in Enterprise right now. This is going to be south of y'all as this comes across. Areas that could be affected just barely south of Pachuta and city limits equipment, Shibuda in the next little bit. And again, they may not extend it. We're watching it. It's heavy rain in all of those areas that we mentioned. Areas of concern right now that need to be in their safe place without a shadow of a doubt. Heidelberg, Sandersville. Let's go back and look at some of these roads that we need to pay close attention to. Highway 503, Highway 528. Valsburg, Heidelberg Road. County Road 39 is another area we need to watch. And that's near the Valsburg Cemetery, those areas there. This is County Road 250, the Heidelberg Cemetery, St. John Church, that area there in this warned area. All of that needs to seek shelter now, especially here. You get into Clark County, and let's look at this. This is County Road 230, and where it joins County Road 231, that area there. just in this. We'll look at this. Pleasant Grove Cemetery involved in this. Pleasant Grove Baptist Church, all are in the Warranty area. County Road 210, County Road 240, all the way up here to Goodwater. Be in your safe place. County Road 250. As you can see here, is making its way again. Southern Clark County will be affected by this in the next little bit. Southeastern Jasper County now is where our concern is. And extreme northeastern Jones County above Laurel as we look at this. Several storms cutting across. Let's refresh this and make sure we've got the latest information from the National Weather Service. All right, let's see here. Heidelberg still under the gun. Northeast of Laurel, Sandersville still in this, and this Sandersville right there as we look at that. Lightning start to pick up in this, and we have picked up hail with this storm over the next little bit. 15 minutes remaining on this tornado warning as we track this morning. Did not expect this early, did y'all? We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Wayne County until 6:15 also. All of this yellow south of Meridian is involved in a tornado watch until 11 o'clock today. Lauderdale County, the western side, looks to be getting better and better. Tumsuba, you got a little bit of a rain headed towards you. And when we go south, let's come out of Meridian and follow 45. Where all this picks up Stonewall. Piggly Wiggly and due south. Here's Long's Fish Camp. As we get over here to Clarko State Park, it's raining. But you go a half a mile on toward Quitman, and it gets worse. A lot of kids, this is one of those mornings as they wait for school buses where you need to have them out there in a car. Don't make them stand outside. It'll be a wet, rainy day. You don't want the kids wet at this point. Let's see what else we've got being said this morning. Clarkdale at this point, just going to be some rain. It's all due south of there. Madison, how are you? Beth Vick, good morning. Quitman, there's a possibility. As you'll see, here sits Quitman, right here. Right there is Harmony. And again, this right here in this corner of the county will expire at 6:15. We'll watch this closely to see what the National Weather Service does if it fires off another one. Nothing's changed on that. Now let me pull this up and see if anything new is from the National Weather Service of what they're saying this morning. Let's see. As the storm is... okay, they're saying that they're going to let this tornado warning expire. At 6:15, Sandersville or 10 miles east of Stinger, moving at 35 miles an hour. Reports of nickel-sized hail in the 400 block of Reed Road in Jones County this morning. At 5:56, as the storm is exiting the area and moving into the north over toward Mobile, Mobile is elected to take the warning down and stream a severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, they're going to let this warning die down. At this point, it's 6:15. They're not expecting it to be extended. We'll watch it. You just never know, but that's what we're getting there, that this should expire in the next little bit, and they will not continue it. So that is good news. Let's go back down here and look at this of what we've got. That I didn't hit the right button. Here we go. Here's radar where you can see what I'm looking at. Still pouring rain in Clark County. Over by the co-op as we go there, all the way out past Cooper's Chapel, out by the landfill, heavy rain as we go across Jay's Taxidermy. And again, it's still rain up here at Clarko, but getting better. As I've had a lot of questions about the Clarkdale area. Y'all are safe. This is not going to affect y'all at all. That is wonderful news. Manassas, all of this area here as we get out toward Shiloh. Heavy rain still headed to you. Shibuda is going to take a pounding of rain here in the next little bit, regardless of whether they let this expire in 15 minutes or not. It's going to be heavy rain coming with that. Still a very, very strong storm right here. Let's look at this. If you're on the Wayne County line, if you're right here, Jones County, look at this. This is Joe Watson Road there. Also where it meets there with J.A. McGill Road. Right there in Jones County is where this storm is sitting. And again, it will move right on in across this county line. And even though they're letting this expire here in the next few minutes, we're still picking up 70-mile-an-hour sheer winds with this. And as we saw last weekend, there was never, ever a tornado warning issued for Lauderdale County. They're saying all that was straight-line winds. We saw what these can do. A lot of damage there. Power lines down, things of that nature when I say damage. And we did have some roof damage, some homes damaged by all that. Didn't reach the critical state, but boy, it sure shook the area up. I went without power for, can't remember, was it 3 days? I went without internet for about 5 days as it took down lines and things. Let's Newton County, all is clear there. If you're in Newton County this morning, we do have a shower back over the Welcome Center if you're headed in toward Jackson, Mississippi, traveling 20. But pretty much a great shot as you leave Meridian there from the Queen City truck stop all the way across. And the roads are slick. We'll probably have some fender benders this morning due to all of this, but nothing major going on I-20. We do show showers out by Wynot, all the way up to Southeast School, all around the Girl Scouts, and all the way back to Greg's Fireworks in between there and Clarkdale Superette. Some showers in those areas there. We still have 13 minutes remaining on this. We'll watch this. Whatever that was needs to go away. Let's see here. Rodney, how are you this morning? Glad to see you up. Debbie Evans watching from Quitman. Thank you. Robin Miller, morning. Also, Miss Pamela Franklin is up. Glad to see you there. Watching from Enterprise. Enterprise is good, Carol. Let's see here. Raining and lightning there. Chastity says there in Lauderdale, Meridian. We have had some of that. Let's see here. Good morning, Joey. Joey Treyway. County Road 130. How are you, my friend? Yolanda. Good morning. South of Enterprise is where she's watching. April Rogers, good morning. A lot of y'all up and going. This really interrupts our coffee time, doesn't it, where you get to think about what you're going to do these old storms. Rattles your day, doesn't it? I went ahead and got up another an hour earlier this morning. The cater is good. No problems there. Ms. Thomas, glad to see you're there joining us also. Vicki, good morning. Garrett said Enterprise area has calmed down. It has, as you'll see here, right there. From the Piggly Wiggly south, still a little bit there. We don't know anything about delays. I doubt any delays will happen, but I do want to warn everybody, anywhere Lauderdale County, southern Lauderdale County, as we look at this, drive a little bit slower. Limbs still fall. And if you will remember from last week, these limbs that fell in the road without warning, you come around a curve and there's not much you can do. We had a lot of wrecks due to that last week, and we don't want you to be a victim of that and have to use your insurance. Then next thing you know, your insurance rate goes up. We know how that works. You ever use your homeowner's insurance, you'll know exactly what I mean. Woo! Emerson, where are you located? I want to know if the storm is over for now. For the most part, we still got this tornado warning that will expire in roughly 11 minutes here. We're watching that very closely here. We'll give the all clear for northern Lauderdale County, western side of Lauderdale County, only the eastern side getting rain. Looking better in Cuba, Alabama. Livingston looking better. Butler still getting a pounding there as this comes out of Clark County your way. But as you can see, the colors are looking better. Look at this tornado warned area in this portion here. This is all but gone. We do have some winds here in Wayne County. We're looking at only a severe thunderstorm warning. Doesn't change the fact you got 58-mile-an-hour shear winds rolling through that west side of Wayne County. This will be near West King within 29 minutes. Now, we'll follow this for the next 10 minutes to make sure that it's right and take a break and then come back at 6:30 and update you with everything that we know of what's going on with the weather. Let's turn off locations where you can see the big picture of things. Things are looking better, a lot better there as we watch this storm this morning. Always scary with these storms as they come across. Raleigh, Silverina back here in Smith County, we're getting some heavy rain coming out of Magee. Let's look at this real quick here. Severe weather. And let's look at the hail path that's happened this morning. Sandersville, Laurel got a lot of it. Chatham, Alabama. Boy, there's some car damage done in that area. Monroeville, Alabama. Y'all see that. And a little bit there in southern Lauderdale County down Highway 45 out by the Evangel Temple, out by the TV station, the Tower Hill. But not near what happened over here in Chatham, Alabama. Look at that. It was heavy here, but that was, whoa. Definitely hurt your head there if you get hit by any of that. Let's look and see what we've had with wind this morning, with this damaging wind as it came across. As you'll see there, most of Clark County had some serious wind this morning. Southern Lauderdale County had a moderate amount, but it got heavier the further south you went. So all of this is, you put this on radar to let you know, is debris and roadways could be happening. After we had that storm last week, there's a lot of things that were weakened by that strong wind. And when you get just a little bit following them up within about a week, you're going to have more break. Always does. Let's see. Patty, how are you this morning? Let's see here. Hi, Dale. Good to see you, Miss Clark. Libby Owen is up. Yvonne Magruder, how are you? Watching from Enterprise. Southeast area, Samantha Taylor watching us. We appreciate you. It's Tawana. Good morning. Heavy rain there in Quitman, and it is, as we've seen that. Right there is where Tawana's sitting there this morning in all of this. Troy Smith, how are you feeling there? Hadn't talked to you in quite a while, Troy. Hope everything's good in your world there. State Representative. Douglas Reeves is up this morning. Also, Olivia, good morning there. Stonewall area. Starting to get clear there as we see that, right? Yep, you're 100% right. Only some light showers coming down there. Patty watching us at Wynot area. Heidelberg, Sandoval area. Heidelberg downtown area is cleared. If you look at this right here, see how this is shrunk? From Sandersville, still under a tornado warning. We can't give them the all clear yet. Downtown Heidelberg, it's still there, but as you'll look at radar, it is to the east of there. Officially, I can't say that it's over. It's not. But as we look at radar, very much indicates that it is well to the east of there, Highway 11 area there, moving on. And again, that southwest corner, County Road 210, these areas here in Clark County, we're watching very closely. Again, this is a thunderstorm warning here, going to expire at 6:15. Well, they extended that till 6:45. This is still until 6:15, so we should be able to break free of this within 7 minutes from now. A lot of lightning on the eastern side of Clark County as we watch this. Everything looks good in Lauderdale County. That's wonderful. We do see that over to Chatham, Alabama, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. It will cut across through here. Butler, Alabama, let's look at this here. Toxie, Alabama, this is Highway 17. As we look at this, here's Butler, pouring rain on y'all. And it has picked up a little bit of wind here and there close to Highway 17. It's been back and forth. There it is right there. Let's look at this. This is, let's zoom in on this, see what this is. This is going to be Needham Road where it joins Highway 17. We are picking up 58 mile an hour shear winds with this right there at that intersection. So here's Toxie, here's Gilberttown, here's Butler, right in the middle of that area there. Now, mostly west of Quitman now, pretty clear there, coming up on Skidmore's and downtown area there by the co-op, getting better. Let's move to the east side of 45. Now, let me check and see what the National Weather Service, if they have said anything else this morning. Let's see. 6:05, which is 5 minutes ago, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Stafford Springs, 17 miles northeast of Laurel, moving east at 35 miles an hour. And again, had 1 inch size hail with that. Continues that. Reports of dime-size hail in Sandersville, that's in northern Jones County, as we've mentioned several times, came through. Nothing else new. And again, I do not have any damage reports. So if you've seen something, If you know of a tree down, please pass that along to us so we can spread that to other folks as they get dressed and ready to go off to work this morning. Let's see here. Don't forget to join us at 7. Odie will join me this morning. We'll go live with the latest of what's going on in and around the area over the weekend. Boy, it was a busy weekend, wasn't it? We'll give you all the ups and downs of what's going on in the area. So make sure to join us at 7. We'll do a complete weather update at 6:30 also, not long from now. We'll take a quick little break in between the two there and then come back with what's happening there with an update for everybody to know. And he got my shirt buttoned all the way yet. I ought to be ashamed, shouldn't I? I missed that this morning. Sorry about that. Go off showing that, what do they call that when you join that club, my zipper? That little scar you get right there. I've got it, and Lord help me, I don't ever want another one of those. Ever. Let's see here. What do we got here? Coming in from Chief Deputy Barry White. No damage reported in Clark County at this point. That's good news. That's real good news. All right, let's go back and pull back up radar. And again, things are looking a whole lot better for Clark County as we look at this. Wayne County getting a lot of rain, and it's just a small area now. We're getting down to the nitty gritty on the tornado warning as it keeps getting smaller and smaller. But a lot of lightning, eastern Lauderdale, eastern Clark County. I got carried away, didn't I? Sandersville, right there, almost out of the watch box area. 3 minutes remaining on this. We'll carry this for 3 minutes. We want to remind you, here's Butler, Alabama. We got a storm in between there and Toxie that is moving due east in Alabama to Rock Springs within 16 minutes. It will be at Putnam within 20 minutes as it comes across here. Here's Thomasville, Alabama. Y'all will be in the area of this storm as it comes out of here, out of Clark County. Some winds involved with that, 69 miles an hour. The rate of the storm is not near the intensity that it had back over here. This is down to a 2.7 out of a 10, to where this thing was raking in like a 7 earlier. So looks good. We're going to give the all clear there for Lauderdale County. Just a shower out at the dirt track. Rodney will have to go out and do some adjusting on the track a little bit later. But the rain is gone in that area there as it moves out of Lauderdale County on in to Alabama. Livingston looks good this morning. All these areas are clear here. And again, we've got 2 minutes remaining on this. We'll follow this with the warning there for another 2 minutes before we break away and give a quick break before we go into the 6:30 news. Robin Miller, good morning there. You have more coffee with me every day. Thank you. I appreciate that. Douglas Reeves, good morning there. And if I'm pronouncing this right, Olivia, how are you doing? It's Olivia Lacey. Patty Lockhart. Let's see here what else is happening. Natasha Walker joins us there. Good morning. Kayla, glad to see you there. Let's see here. Shannon Shepard, how are you? Too early for this, Scotty Ray. I agree with you, girl. Get those scrubs on, get to work. Jay, good morning there. Equipment is looking good. It is. Moving to the east of there finally. Some showers there to the south of town. Not bad, though. Winnie, good morning. Lamar is up. Robin Miller, good morning. Please come back at 7 o'clock. We'd love to have you there. Jerry Mason, how are you? Strong thunder over Shibuya right now, and you're right there as you'll look at that. Storm out to the west of you there. Laura Lee. Donna Eldridge, good morning there. Mary Hayes, morning. Like the picture there, you got a smile on that. Snell looks good at this point. Maybe some small showers as we look at this, as we pull this up. I had a question about the Snell area as we get into all of this. Nothing bad at all here. Here's Clark County. Everything has moved. Here's downtown equipment here, as you'll see here, out by Cooper's Chapel. A little bit heavy rain all the way to the county line east of there. Still heavy rain at Jay's as you come across and past the landfill, Carmichael. Even out here to Shady Grove, still heavy rain, but the threat, the intensity has died down. Shibuya, out to your west, although this will take a minor pause for a few moments. It'll still be raining, then you'll have another round of heavy rain on the way. All right, we should be hitting that 6:15 mark. We'll give this a second, and we'll update here to see what happens. We're pretty sure they're going to let this expire, and they did. So the all clear is going. The tornado warning threat is gone. Thank heavens. The only thing we have left is severe thunderstorm warnings here. We followed it till the end, so we give the all clear for a great day. Isn't that good? So be careful no matter what you do. We'll be back in 15 minutes to do an overall general weather update. I hope you'll come back for that. Get my ducks in a row, make sure I've got the latest information from the National Weather Service as we start all of this. We'll be back shortly again at 6:30, and then we'll be back live again with Odie and the gang at 7 o'clock as we'll bring in this Monday. What a way it was to do it, wasn't it? We'll see you soon, and finish your coffee. I got to get a fresher, hotter cup, as mine's about gone cold. We don't like that, do we? We'll see you soon from the Scotty Ray Report.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: